Okay, so today I'm going to show you guys how I set up my two ball python enclosures. The first one is an Terra 24 by 18 by 18 terrarium that houses my morphed ball pythons, my Pinstripe and my Albino. Alright. I'm going to get the full view there. It's okay. Alright, so the first thing that I do personally, by the way, I've already stuck the bedding in here just to save a little bit of time. The first thing that I do is I stick these aquarium rocks that are obviously meant for fish, but the snakes like to use them. They're easy to shed on, easier for them to shed. They rub up against it. And it also creates more of a natural environment with the holes in it and everything to crawl through. Stick that there. And then this one, same thing, just white. I stick it on top. That, make sure it's nice and stable. It's gonna fall. Alright, and then I'm just gonna stick this plant on top of those two. Like so. Just like that, just to give them something to climb on. That's all you need. And then this is just a little rock formation made by Terra. Just give them something to traps the heat really well. Give them something to hide in. And then just a normal hide, solo dome hide made by Terra. Stick that right in front of it. And then obviously they need water, so just put that in there. Make it fit. A little bit of a tight fit. But and then they need their temperature gauge, obviously. I have one that's both, I don't know if you can see it, it's both temperature and humidity. It's made by Zilla that I use for them. Stick it in the back corner there. You just need ground temperature and all that because they're mainly ground snakes. Then you need to mist the tank daily, just keep the humidity up, maybe a few times a day. They're not needed as much as like tropical animals are, but and that's pretty much how I set it up. And then obviously, gotta put the snakes in there. Guys over here. Alright. These are, like I said, my two morphed ball pythons. My Pinstripe first. It's a female. She's about 6 months old, 70 grams. Eats like a champ. That's her. And then my Albino, which we think is a male. We're not sure. But that's him. He's in mid-shed, so there he is. I'm hoping to make the two of them a breeding pair one day. Where I can have maybe get some Albino Pinstripes, which would be really cool. But I ordered 3 PVC cages from PVC.com. I'll talk about that later in the video, and one of them's for them. So, okay. So that's the ball python, first ball python cage. That's the babies. That's how I go about doing that. There we go. Let's see, got the plant, the rocks, rock formation. Alright, the next one is for this guy. It's Medusa. His name's Medusa because when we first bought him, we thought he was a female. Got him sex, turns out he's a male. Long story short, never really changed it. But that's him. Put him back in his box. Maybe he'll stay in there for us. Hopefully. Alright. And then he has a 72-gallon bow front aquarium over here with a stand. You got 2 75-watt light bulbs on top of that for him. Alright, and then the basic way that I go about setting this up, it's really not that much different from anything else. Get back in your box. It's a little bit more basic because he's recovering from a respiratory infection. And I'm trying to keep what he infects to a minimum. So I keep the lowest as possible in here. First off is just this little round rock. I keep it in the heat to, you know, it gets hot during the day. He likes to lay on it. Secondly, this is a little branch, tree stump thing. That in there. By the way, if you guys do have any names for him to change it, I mean, if you want to, you can comment. And then needs his hide, just half a log. That in there. And then he needs a water bowl. Longer stick that he uses to climb on. You'd be surprised, he actually spends more of his time up in the branches in here than he does on the floor. You'd think he's a tree snake if you didn't know anything about him. Little retard. And then for him, I have 2 heat gauges from Petco, 1 temperature and 1 humidity, that velcro to the back of the cage. So, and then I missed it, and then just need to put Medusa in. That's how I go about setting up Medusa's tank. So we can put him in now, I suppose. There you go, Medusa. I'll put you down on the ground for now, so you can spend the little bit of time that you do down there. So there he is. He's a very, very brightly colored normal. These unbelievable colors that they just pop out. Alright, so that's Medusa. That's how I go about setting up his cage. The cage is 4 feet long, and at the widest point of the bow, as you can see, it's about 18 inches. And then it's like 20 inches tall. So, as I was saying earlier in the video, I ordered some cages from PVC Cages. I ordered 3 4-foot long cages. One of them has a divider down the middle, and that one has perches in it. And one of them is for my green tree python. And I'm planning on putting a carpet python in the other half, a jaguar carpet python. And I plan on breeding them eventually to try and get some carpondros, which is aka green tree carpet python. I've heard of people doing it. Figured I'd try it. Why not? Because I'm going to be breeding my ball pythons. Figured I'd try them. If you guys have any, suggestions of how to go about doing that, I'm not quite sure. Guess I should research on it and figure it out. But obviously, they both need to be of age, which is like 4 years old for them. It's going to be a while before I can do it. But yeah, that's Achilles. Alright, well, that's the video. If you guys have any questions about how to set up your ball python cages, just comment below. Or any names for the little ones, or Medusa. And this is Achilles, so he doesn't need a name, but alright. Thanks for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks.